You know, whether you're looking for a primary residence or an investment property, 2022 could be the year to actually start looking. With the end of the pandemic coming, price increases and inventory shortages should begin to level off this year. As Zoom towns gain popularity, new locations are poised to be named in the next attractive real estate markets in post-COVID America. Residents may want to plant roots in places where their money goes further now that we know many areas of the workforce can be successful remotely. So why pay city prices when you don't have to live in the city to get to work? All of these cities I'm about to mention have starter homes for less than about $300,000. And I believe they will have the best price appreciation in America over the next 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. I know many of you are dissatisfied with the current state of the US housing market in 2022. Many of you believe that you cannot afford to pay your rent and thus cannot afford to buy a home. If this describes you, you must consider relocating or purchasing to these 10 cities. Welcome to Money Talk, where we discuss everything about money. And for this video, we are going to talk about 10 most affordable cities this 2022. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe buttons, and be the first to check out our latest videos. So I'm gonna start, alright? You gotta stick with me until the end. So we'll start with the 10th best city in America to buy a home in 2022. This is a place that screams affordability. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the average home price is 40% less than the national average, so just over $200,000. Carnegie Mellon University's presence of the University of Pittsburgh has provided the city with a youthful infusion of jobs, income, and cultural amenities. So the most appealing aspect of purchasing in Pittsburgh's housing market today is the stability. During the last housing crash from 2007 to 2012, if you remember that, home prices in Pittsburgh actually increased. So you gotta remember that Pittsburgh is a really great place to buy in 2022 because of its historical stability, affordable entry point for home buyers, and recent growth. As with our number 9 best city to buy in, this has been America's number 1 economic boomtown for the last 2 years. Can you believe that? The pandemic sent many local economies in the United States into a recession, but not this one. Actually, over the last 2 years, this city has experienced the 3rd highest rate of job growth in the United States. So wages have risen by an astounding 11% in the last year. Get that? Tyler, Texas is a great place to buy in 2022 thanks to the economic boom. Tyler is the largest retail, medical, and business center in Upper East Texas, located roughly halfway between Dallas and Shreveport. Its strong economic growth combined with home prices that are 35% lower than the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area has resulted in a large influx of new residents. So if you're a Texan who's priced out of your local city and looking for a more affordable option that's growing, Tyler, Texas fits the mold. Hey, you still with me? Well, let me take you to our number 8. Our number 8 best city to buy in does not have Tyler's high economic growth rates, but it is more affordable. In this metro area, the average monthly mortgage payment is $900. So if you're concerned about the ongoing cost of homeownership, you should look into Baton Rouge, Louisiana. There's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just affordability. It is home to Louisiana State University, which has over 35,000 students, that's a lot, and has grown by 30% in the last 10 years. It is one of America's fastest growing universities and a significant local economic driver in Baton Rouge. Because of the presence of LSU, which is a school by the way, Baton Rouge is also one of the youngest metro areas in America, with a median age of 35 on par with Austin, Texas. Baton Rouge is a leading sleeper housing market in America due to its affordability, university presence, and youth. So you might want to look into that. Now the next one is of America's largest markets and our number 7 best metro to buy in. So this is one of America's top 5 most populous cities. In Houston, Texas, there are a variety of neighborhoods, cultural amenities, and price points to choose from. Houston is one of the most affordable large metropolitan areas in the United States, if you don't know that. It is one of the most diverse areas in America and has arguably America's top restaurant scene you can get into for a low price point, and also benefit from the wave of economic growth now that oil prices are approaching $100 a barrel. That will be a tremendous boost to Houston's economy every time oil prices rise. Home values and job growth in Houston increase. Our number 6 best city to buy in is a growing tech hub. When Drive Capital established its headquarters in this metro area around 2013, everything changed. Drive Capital is a venture capital fund that invests in technology startups across the country, with a particular focus on Columbus, Ohio. So, in addition to the recent surge of tech, Columbus is a thriving tech hub with a large number of new IPOs and tech startup funding rounds that are now driving the city's economy. Columbus' growth is very stable because of the presence of Ohio State University, as well as a deep and diverse medical scene. Columbus' economy will remain strong even if there is a tech downturn, while not hoping for one. If you buy in Columbus, you get exposure to this technological expansion as well as a strong economic foundation for a typical home price of only $275,000, which is about 15% less than the US average. Isn't that great? Hey, are you still with me? Well, you should be. We're about to go to the top 5. But first, hold down your horses. I want to know if you're impressed with the advantages of living in these cities so far. You know what? Let me know in the comment section below so that we can talk about it. Now, Oklahoma City, our 5th best city to buy a home in 2022, strikes a similar balance with Columbus. It has a flourishing art scene. It's becoming a foodie town. It has vegan bakeries and smoothie shops. And you can get access to all of that for less than $200,000 in Oklahoma City. According to US Census Bureau data, Oklahoma City is one of the top migration markets in America. You know what? Many people, particularly young people, are moving in. The presence of the University of Oklahoma about 15 miles to the south ensures a steady stream of young college graduates, while the low housing prices mean that many remote workers are now moving from places like California into Oklahoma. In addition to its affordability, Oklahoma City has a very strong economy with the 2nd lowest unemployment rate in the country. Now, our number 4 best place to buy isn't an area that people traditionally think of as a boomtown. This city is in the Midwest and has a poor impression in terms of economic growth and crime. But when you dig deeper into the data, you'll find a lot of hidden value in St. Louis, Missouri. The average price of a home in St. Louis is $224,000 compared to the average worker wage of $57,000, which means it takes a typical worker less than 4 years to be able to afford the price of a home, indicating housing market stability. Next, we have Birmingham, Alabama, ranked 3rd. Birmingham is a surprising city. It has added 17,000 jobs to its economy over the last 5 years. While data from the US Census shows that in 27 of the last 30 years, Birmingham has registered positive inward migration. So this indicates that many people are moving to the area. And why are people moving to Birmingham? Warm weather, a laid-back lifestyle, and affordable housing costs are some of the reasons driving this urge. The typical mortgage payment in Birmingham is only about $1,000 a month, indicating that people with different types of budget will find a home there. Here we have Indianapolis, Indiana, being the number 2 best city to buy in, where the average home value is less than $300,000. Along with Columbus, Indianapolis is one of the Midwest's hidden growth gems, so you might want to stick around with this. The region's unemployment rate is only 2.2%, the 3rd lowest in America. It has actually added over 30,000 jobs in the last 5 years, so it's very great. The presence of Eli Lilly, one of the world's largest pharmaceutical companies in Indianapolis, has created a biotech and life sciences cluster that is starting to grow jobs and incomes throughout the city. So the northern suburbs of Indianapolis are among the most appealing places in America to live and buy a home, so you should definitely look into them. Now we'll move on to our number 1 best city in America to buy a home in 2022. So if you're a remote worker, you should consider moving to this city because they'll pay you $10,000 in cash to move and live there for 2 years as a remote worker. And they'll even contribute it to your down payment on your house. And $10,000 will go a long way on your down payment because the typical price of a home in this city is only $190,000. One of the most affordable price points in America. Tulsa City, Oklahoma is the city to consider. Considering the state of Oklahoma just registered its strongest year ever in terms of domestic migration, according to the US Census Bureau in 2021, those gains were spread across Oklahoma City at number 5 and Tulsa at number 1, and those are just beginning. Of course, one factor to consider in choosing a home is its neighborhood. And so you should also consider researching the type of neighborhood you want to buy in some of the 10 markets in the list. So what do you think about the list? Do you already call any of these cities home? Are you actually looking to buy there already? Or do you think another city should have been included? You know what? Comment down below so we can get the conversation going. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Click subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive updates on our latest videos. If you want to watch more videos, head on over to our channel to see more from Money Talk. See you!